the M4 is still definitely a meta weapon in my opinion. It feels way too versatile to leave it out of the S tier discussion. The first half of the recoil pattern's really smooth. We've gotten a really fast ADS speed down. We got the maximum magazine, and it beams. So without holding breath, it's still really easy to use. But while holding breath with this build, it has 40% of the recoil. We really don't have to worry about that side of the pattern most of the time. With the fast fire rate, people just drop. So when it's basically a straight line, that's when you're going to get the kill, and this feels extremely smooth. I'm not using my usual, like, optic settings. The calibrations are different, so that means I'm using different settings, basically, because I have it set to per sensitivity. So if you watch the gameplay, my aim's a little iffy sometimes, for sure. But that's why I always say it's preference when it comes to the optic calibrations, and optic in general. It really doesn't matter in my opinion. Pros and cons. Let's get into the actual build. The Gabriel long barrel is pretty much always what I'm going with. Maximum range and muzzle velocity. 689 is always ideal for assault rifles. Depending on which one, not all of them can reach that with the barrel. We set these to the right for those numbers. And the firing stability is what we're really going to be focusing on here. It's in the control stat. As we can see, we're at 0.79 firing stability, not to be mixed up with normal stability. That's what we're focusing on, the recoil reduction here, holding breath, mixed with overall smoothness of firing stability. And since we cranked up the stability up a bit, our lens stability, there's a lot of them, it's down to 0.21, so that means it's 21% of the shake that it would normally be. That's why my builds feel so smooth. You can crank the recoil pattern down all you want, but if this isn't good, then it's going to be shaky no matter what. And this is insane for me. 393, but that's with the laser effect. It says we lose 40 milliseconds from the laser, but it's actually a 30 millisecond boost. You just need to leave it on. The 40 seconds is when you turn it off, so just don't. So when you put the barrel on, you get all these options. Well, most of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 of them. Python handguards. Nice and simple today. That's how we get a bunch of handling. And then to add even more, we use this multi-purpose tactical riser, giving you the laser option. So this is where we put it. Choose any one you like. And then on top of the riser, we put another one. And this makes you lose a lot of firing stability, but like I showed you guys, we got it down pretty well. If you're happy with the ADS speed, remove one of these, and this build will feel even better. That limits our choices here. I went with the panoramic, and I tried default calibrations with this gameplay, and I'm happy with it. Pretty much happy with any of it. We use this fire flash hider, which doesn't make you lose any handling. All 3 of these effects give you a much more clear and smooth firing weapon. For the foregrip, we got the prism hand stop. Once again, the effects are insane. We calibrated this to ADS speed. You lose control, but you don't lose firing stability. You just lose a bit of your pattern, 4%, which is worth it in my opinion, just to get these effects. Cover the magazine next. This is perfect because you get more stability, and we do lose firing camera stab. With the things that we've already put on and I've shown, we completely negate these negative effects, so it's perfect. And then we gain the stability, which is weird. If you look here, it's a -4. And even compared to the 45, it has less stability. So it's a really cool piece. I would normally use the stable grip base, but today we have the balanced grip base, giving you an overall boost of everything. If you've watched my gameplays before, I'm sure you're aware, I'm a fan of using Viren. And when you spam the jetpack or propulsion, whatever you like to call it, you ADS at a regular speed. What I mean by that is when you're sprinting in ADS, it's much faster. And you're not really able to do that when you need to be shooting at people immediately out of your propulsion. So I needed to make my base ADS speed faster. That's the main reason I made this. So to get those bases, use the AR heavy tower grip, just to be clear. And then we calibrated this to hipfire aim speed, which is honestly a sin to me, but I've just stated why I had to do this. It's just normal ADS speed. And then we got extra control, only losing the sway. This puts our movement stability at 0.41, which is, you know, I can't complain about that, but I'm used to like 0.234, which is, it feels, once you feel the smoothness of that and go back to like normal, regular movement stability rates, ugh, it feels awful. Now we have the behemoth. This M16A4 stable stock is absolutely stupid. Gives you an insane amount of stats, and another piece on top of it. You get this cheek pad. So we set these all to the right, all 4 of these calibrations, giving us the fire stab, extra control. So normally it's 6% with the piece, but since we have 2 of them, we're gaining 12% extra control and 8% extra firing. So yeah, this is statistically a monster piece, and it's very I think the M4 is one of the only guns to have this. Like, if you try to use this on the M16 itself, it doesn't have the same capabilities because it's a default piece. Hope you enjoy this gameplay. It was over 100 kills. It was a sweaty match, and I was trying to take out tanks a lot of the time, so it really ruined my score. And the ending is pretty brutal, but regardless, hope you guys enjoy it. Be sure to join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Enemy neutralized! ammo.